Hey there, I'm Daniel, also known as Real Estate Guts from New Jersey Real Estate Help. And today we'll discuss how the home inspection is going to affect your as-is sale. You may have already started the process or you're getting prepared to sell your home and have made the decision to sell your home as is, meaning the buyer is agreeing to buy your home in its current condition, and you, as a seller, will not make any repairs to the property or give any credits or discounts on the sales price once it's agreed upon. It also means that the buyer is going to be responsible for any repairs that are mandated by the city or town where the home is being sold to secure any permits or a certificate of occupancy, also known as a CO, in order to close. Your motivation for selling your home as is can come from a number of places, including not wanting to or not having the money to repair the property prior to selling, so the property is at a price point that takes into account the repairs that need to be made. Perhaps it's a home you inherited from a family member and you'd like to liquidate as fast as possible without too much of out-of-pocket costs. Or maybe you've done extensive repairs already and are unwilling to do any further repairs, or feel the home is in such great shape that no problem should arise. No matter the reason, the signal to the marketplace is the same. Once there's agreed upon price, no repairs or adjustments will be made. You probably see an as-is sale clause like a protective shield, and although the buyer of your property may agree to this, in most instances, they'll still have the right to conduct their home inspection. In the state of New Jersey, the buyer typically has 10 to 14 days after the conclusion of attorney review to conduct a home inspection, as per the contract, and they'll do so to find out the visible and underlying condition of the home for their own knowledge. What you may not be aware of is that as is, although often included in contracts and listing agreement, really has very little recourse legally. An as-is sale is not going to get you past big ticket items that are in disrepair that are discovered during the course of the home inspection. If one of these big ticket items is in bad shape, the buyer will have their attorney or realtor reach out to your representatives to bring this problem or problems to your attention and see if you can come to a resolution, or depending on the severity, the buyers may want to cancel the contract. So what's a big ticket item? We would define big ticket items as one of the crucial parts of the home, integral to the structure or basic function of the home, without which it would make it impossible to inhabit the home comfortably. A big ticket item was flagged during the course of the home inspection. What happens next? Your natural instinct is going to be to rely and refer the buyer to the fact that the property was being sold as is. This is where having a good real estate attorney working for you is going to pay dividends. They should be able to advise on a strategy that makes sense for your situation. What you're weighing is the cost to address the issue and move forward versus the cost of walking away from the agreement. It's also wise when making the decision on how to proceed to consider costs that can't necessarily be quantified, like the time it took to attract, delight, and enter into an agreement with a buyer in the first place, and the associated costs to go back on the market. As a general rule of thumb, you want to try and keep the agreement you have in place and find a middle ground where both parties feel confident to move forward. This usually comes in the form of either a credit on the agreed upon purchase price or a fixing of the item in question or items. Instances where there wouldn't be a workaround and the fix or repair would have to happen is if the buyer's lender requires the home to be move-in ready condition, which is often the case in FHA and VA loans. Also understand, this buyer isn't unique, and if you decide to go back on the market, the same issues surrounding that big ticket item probably will materialize during the course of the home inspection with other buyers as well. Plenty of homes with as-is conditions enter the market and sell. It's not a bad signal to potential buyers and creates a hedge if you don't have the ability or aren't willing to make repairs. Outside of some leverage, an as-is condition is not going to offer you much protection. If it's one of the big ticket items that's flagged during the home inspection, you'll want to find a way to address it, finding a middle ground with the current buyer or going back on the market and looking. So there you have it. How the home inspection is going to affect your as-is sale. Visit us at NewJerseyRealEstateHelp.com to access this full report. You can always find me at Real Estate Guts on Instagram or at the New Jersey Real Estate Help Instagram page, Facebook page, or Twitter account.